suo motu rejected our adjournment motion. You are not allowed to make a preliminary submission. Speaker suo motu rejected the adjournment motion. So discussion, we could not participate in the discussion. We could not expose this government. Otherwise, we should have exposed this government. ನಾವು ಅಡ್ಜರ್ನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮೋಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಕಳೆದ ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲಿಯಲ್ಲಿ. ಆದರೆ ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್ ಅವರು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸುಮೋ ಮೊಟೊ ರಿಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ವಿತೌಟ್ ಹಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಅಸ್. ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಅಡ್ಜರ್ನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮೋಷನ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸೇ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತು. ಅಡ್ಜರ್ನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮೋಷನ್ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮಿನರಿ ಸಬ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಫ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕನ್ವಿನ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಅವರ್ ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮಿನರಿ ಸಬ್ಮಿಷನ್ ದೆನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಇಟ್. ಅವ್ರು ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅವರು ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ನು ಕೇಳೋಕ್ಕೂ ಮುಂಚಿತವಾಗಿ ರಿಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ ಟು ಸೇ ಇವರು ಟ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಬೈ ದಿ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರವಾಗಿ ಈ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಇದು ಬಹಳ ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾದಂಥ ಇಶ್ಯೂ, ಪ್ರಾಮುಖ್ಯವಾದಂಥ ಇಶ್ಯೂ. ಇವತ್ತು ಭ್ರಷ್ಟಾಚಾರದಿಂದ ಇಡೀ ರಾಜ್ಯ ನಲುಗೋಗಿದೆ, ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಕುಂಠಿತ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಲೂಟಿ ಹೊಡಿತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗಳಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ. ಕೆಂಪಣ್ಣ ಬಹುಶಃ ಈಗ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಪ್ರೆಸ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನಾನು ಹೇಳೋದು ಬೇರೆ, ಅವರೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಇದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಚೌಕಿದಾರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಚೌಕಿದಾರ್ 7/6/2021 ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷ ಕೆಂಪಣ್ಣ ಪತ್ರ ಬಂದಿದೆ. 7/6/2021.
Painful times for people of Karnataka. These are extremely distressful times. These are times of anguish when protectors of people become its looters. When people assigned the job of protecting the exchequer and serving the people actually start looting their own party workers, driving them to suicide. Where should people of Karnataka go for justice? And whether such a government should stay in chair even for a second is a question that we put to all fellow Kannadigas. Santosh Patil was not one individual. He was a BJP worker, that is the truth. He was an office bearer of the Hindu Vahini, that is the truth. He was a contractor, that is also the truth. But he was also a resident of this state, aspiring to do business in accordance with law. What did Bharatiya Janata Party do? What did their minister do? Drove him to suicide after demanding 40% commission. What should the ordinary Kannadigas do when BJP workers are being looted by their own government? What is the chance of anybody not affiliated to a political party, Congress or BJP, to be able to earn his or her livelihood in this state under the corrupt Bommai government? And what have they done? First, the Chief Minister told you yesterday, I will examine the issue, but there will be no resignation. Then the Minister Ishwarappa came forward and said, no question of resignation. They did not even lodge an FIR till late night. When the family threatened and warned that they will neither take the body nor do cremation, which is sacrosanct in our religion, they were forced to lodge a collusive FIR late in the evening. What is that FIR? they deliberately omitted to add the Corruption Act, Prevention of Corruption Act, which is the foundation of this murder. You take the foundation, how will the building sustain? The FIR will go. After a little while, you will forget. You will move on, people will move on, and everything will be over. Chief Minister Bommai is actually guilty himself. Chief Minister Bommai is protecting corruption. Chief Minister Bommai is protecting the accused Ishwarappa. Chief Minister Bommai is influencing the police so that Corruption Act is not added in FIR. We ask this question on behalf of people of Karnataka through friends of the media. Why has Section 302, murder, not been added to the FIR? Why has Prevention of Corruption Act not been added to the FIR? Only because Chief Minister Bommai has assured Ishwarappa nothing will happen, we will befool everybody and everything will be over in a matter of few days. This is the state and stench of corruption that emanates. That's why Congress party has decided, our PCC president, Mr. D.K. Shivakauamar, our CLP leader, our leader of opposition in the council, our campaign committee chairperson, myself and all others will be going to the house of Shri Santosh Patil today in the evening. We are not going there to do any politics. We are going there to express our demand for justice and solidarity with the family, to share their grief when Bharatiya Janata Party has killed their family member. The structure of corruption built by BJP has killed Santosh Patil. So he is not an individual. They are all victims of the structure of corruption built by the Bharatiya Janata Party and Bommai government. That's why our PCC president has decided, and our CLP leader and our party has decided, that there will be a corruption-free Karnataka march tomorrow at 10:30. He will explain the timing and venue. And we will gherav Mr. Bommai's residence. Starting day after tomorrow, that is 15th, for next 5 days, all our leaders will carve out teams and they will be in every district of the state, covering 5 to 7 districts every day. We will not relent, we will not cow down, we will not bow down unless and until Ishwarappa is behind bars. We will not relent unless and until we cleanse the corrupt Bommai government of corruption, the taint of corruption that is on its head. We will not relent and we will continue this fight. That is a determination that we have and we promise to people of Karnataka. Any questions, feel free to ask of the PCC.
ಲೆಟರ್ನ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಬಿಜೆಪಿಯವರು. ಅತಿಕ್ ಅವರು ಕೇಂದ್ರದ ಗ್ರಾಮೀಣಾಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಸಚಿವರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಪತ್ರವನ್ನು ಇದೇ ಎಂಕ್ವೈರಿ ಲೆಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರತಿಕ್ರಿಯೆಯಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಲೆಟರ್ ಬರೀತಾರೆ. ಇವರು ಹಿಂಡಲಗಾ ಗ್ರಾಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿ ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟಿವ್ ಅಪ್ರೂವಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಥವಾ ಸರ್ಕಾರದಿಂದ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಪ್ಪಿಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಅದು ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ರೆಲೆವೆಂಟ್ ನೌ. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ರೆಲೆವೆಂಟ್ ನೌ. ಇವರು ಸಂತೋಷ್ ಕೆ ಪಾಟೀಲ್ ಅವರು ಪತ್ರ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಕೈಗೂ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಗೆ, ರೂರಲ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಗೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈ ಅರುಣ್ ಸಿಂಗ್ ಭೇಟಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸಂತೋಷ್ ಭೇಟಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನೇನೇ ಡಿಫೆನ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಲೆಟ್ ದೆಮ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದಿ ಕೋರ್ಟ್. ಬಟ್ ನೌ the case is registered in that matter. They will Ishwarappa. He is an accused. One. Deliberately, they have omitted to register a case against Mr. Ishwarappa under section 13 of the Prevention of Corruption Act. Because the complaint is very clear. If you go through the complaint given by the brother of deceased Santosh K. Patil, it clearly shows that corruption corruption and 40% commission is demanded by Mr. Yediyurappa and his PA. Ishwarappa and two of his PA.
Sir,
When settling the case should have been registered under Section 13 and 6 Prevention of Corruption.
Sir,
That has not been done deliberately. ತಾಳ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಿ ನೀವು ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಡೆಲಿಬರೇಟ್ಲಿ ಒಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಒಂದು ನಾನ್ ಬೇಲಬಲ್ ಅಫೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಸೂಯಿಸೈಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಮರ್ಡರ್ಗೆ ಆತ್ಮ ಸಾವುಗೆ ಇವರೇ ಕಾರಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಟ್ಸ್ಆಪ್ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಡೆತ್ ನೋಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Such being the case, he should have been arrested immediately. But so far, they are not arrested. So immediate ಆಗಿ ಅರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಎರಡನೇ ವಿಷಯ. ಕೂಡಲೇದು ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಮಂತ್ರಿಮಂಡಲದಿಂದ ತಗಲಾಕಬೇಕು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮೂರು.
ಕೆಂಪೇಗೌಡ ಅವರು ಆರೋಪ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕೆಂಪೇಗೌಡ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಆರೋಪ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸುಧಾಕರ್ ಅವರು, ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಸಚಿವರಾಗಿರುವ ಸುಧಾಕರ್ ಅವರು ತಮ್ಮ ಹೆಂಡತಿ ಹೆಸರಲ್ಲಿ ಚೆಕ್ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. ನೀರಾವರಿ ಸಚಿವರಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕಾರಜೋಳ ಅವರು ಏಜೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೇಮಕ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಚಿತ್ರದುರ್ಗದ ಶಾಸಕರಾಗಿರುವ ತಿಪ್ಪಾರೆಡ್ಡಿ ಅವ್ರ ಮಗ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಇದ್ದ, ಆ ಕೆಲಸ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಗುತ್ತಿಗೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಗಂಭೀರ ಆರೋಪ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಕೆಂಪಣ್ಣವರು ಪತ್ರ ಬರೆದು, ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಪತ್ರ ಬರೆದು, ಚೀಫ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಪತ್ರ ಬರೆದು 40% ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸುಧಾಕರ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಇದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ರಮ ತಗೋಬೇಕಾದ್ದು ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ.
You know, earlier also in the last government also he had double counting machines in his house. He is also facing lot of charges. So he wanted a bribe of 40% from his own partyman. Mr. Santosh's party is a own partyman. He has harassed him. He has not given him the order. He has asked him to do the work. Now today with lot of humiliation, he has already requested the Prime Minister, he has requested the concerned Jal Shakti Minister, Mr. Shivakauamar, RDPR Minister, to take up this issue and give him justice. So work order was not been given. At the same time, he could not face the debt whatever he had. So ultimately, he tried to reach the Chief Minister in Udupi, where the meeting of the BJP was going on. So he could not meet the Chief Minister. At last, he sent a message. He had already filed a complaint before the BJP ministers also. Then he had his last breath, accusing Mr. Ishwarappa that he is whole responsible for this entire death. Now the option is only two, whether the law of the land has to be protected or not. So we all have come to the governor. We are requesting the governor, we have urged the governor that the law has to be protected. For a common man, how you use the law has to be used in the same way. After the complaint in the midnight, when his brother has given, his relative has been given, they have filed a FIR. They could have filed a FIR on the suo motu immediately after knowing the death case and after knowing the whatever the WhatsApp message was there. But anyway, late they have done a FIR making him the minister. Now the only option is, first you have to arrest him. The second is, this is a corruption case. A corruption case has to be registered on him, either by the enforcement which the ACB which Karnataka has, or the police itself, that this is a case of full corruption. First corruption, second amendment, this has to be done and he has to be immediately arrested. Next, the dismissal of the government, from the government is the next point. First he has to be arrested, there is no question, no time has to be wasted, a clear case, the law has to be, the law of this land has to be enforced. So we have appealed to the governor of Karnataka that you have to give a direction and you have to dismiss him immediately, arrest him. The governor was very kind enough to hear to us, give us time, and he said that he is going to inform the concerned authorities.
Sir, Mr. Ishwarappa is saying that he will not resign and he has already formed he has filed a